Don't know how, but it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping to get him a pair of goggles or maybe a crystal or something that he could look through to see in the dark. And no. Our DM decides he's going to come up with an eyeball in a glass jar.
Mm-hmm.
Much more
And
permanent.
look at this. Look at this, Dante. Here, I'm gonna put it in the Roll20 chat. I have.
Oh yeah, the
this
eyeball
ability.
Not to mention, he can now also speak Abyssal, which really kind of sort of has me scared.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
You can see the scent of blood, and
Up
you
to
can
10
speak
feet.
Abyssal.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna add that to the thing so I don't forget it. I did add Abyssal to my languages, but just so it's all in one place too.
So in the campaign I ran last night, I decided to see how well they do if I don't hold back. So I threw 2 Nagas at them, a assortment of monsters as well, and some pretty nasty traps. They survived, barely.
Cool.
See, those are the fights I like, when you get out by the skin of your teeth.
Snaky things are cool.
Yeah. So I had one prepared for you guys.
Sweet. A snake humanoid.
Oh no
Naga?
no, not a Naga.
Oh. No, you just had that big nasty bug thing. If we encounter that, Rin, we're gonna have some problems.
Nah, you guys are a 4th level party. You guys are pretty smart. I got faith.
Smart enough to run.
I believe in you guys.
Yay, Bush is here.
Hey, so I'm getting onto Roll20 right now. Someone posted an image of the eye.
No, just the well, from last week, the picture of the creature it came from is in the chat, and then I posted the abilities that it gives me, but I gotta share.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The new. There, I included. And can understand and speak Abyssal. But
Okay.
it comes from the
Nice.
demon fish.
Can't read it though.
Honestly, this looks
Can
like
I
a
Google
nice variety.
demon fish on like YouTube, or I mean
It's,
on a Google?
You
It's
probably
the-
could. I'm not sure what you would kind of images you'll get though.
Whoa.
It looks like a squid. This one here looks like a shark. Is it like a red shark?
No, it looks like a manta ray. Here,
Yeah,
this
it
is
looks
the
like a
name of it,
manta ray.
Dante.
Is it Jadal?
Ixchitl.
Demon names.
It's actually like an Aztec thing. Is Kittle.
Yeah,
Like Mayan.
yeah. Native South American of
Okay.
sorts.
That is an oldie. I'm looking it up, and almost all of the art is like from old like 2E books. All right, listen. So it has to be a thing that like whenever Grohl is in like smoke or like fog or something, it's just the like one eye glowing, you know?
Say again?
It has to be one of those things where like whenever like Grohl like dramatically stands in smoke or fog, you like just see the like glowing red eye.
I think you probably shouldn't want people to see you in the smoke when you can see them.
Yeah, I know, but it looks cool. So your point doesn't matter. I don't know.
Ooh.
I yeah, what?
Oh, nothing. Just looking at some monsters.
I have this like weird tendency to make like all of my characters like glowing people with swords. I just love glowing. What can I say?
May I introduce you to the Stars Druid?
Yeah, that is without a doubt my favorite druid.
But yeah, Misrium Apparatus is a very strong combo when the minimum you can roll is like 12. Well, 13 technically.
Ooh, I like that idea.
I just realized that I have not been using my Great Weapon Master feat like at all.
Oh, you have that?
Yeah.
I actually used it
I-
when we were fighting the Water Hag.
Mm.
I'll say honestly, that's pretty reasonable because Great Weapon Master is one of those feats that's like best in like the mid to late game. You know,
Right.
like that's also one of the reasons why I want you to why I want to make Gruul a like magic axe, right? Because not only do we have to worry about I don't know some ghosts attacking us soon, all right, but also like that would like combined be like +1 from the axe and then +1 from like whenever you level up to 5, you know.
Mhm.
So that would be like such a massive like difference in math, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, and just extra attack in general.
We can give him
What
some
a-
magic grease.
I mean,
Hmm.
as long as if I reckless, then I could use Great Weapon Master more often. But I just haven't been.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where like, you know, having a +9 to your like attack modifier is like sometimes a little bit like overkill, right?
Mhm.
Unless you're using something that like reduces it, you know. What did you take for level 4, might I ask?
I think I did ASI. Yeah, I did. Con.
Okay. I'm thinking.
So I'm at 49 HP.
Mike?
Well, since I went and dipped into one level of Divine Soul, I actually did not get a 4th level feat.
Hmm.
I have to wait. I'm going to pick up 2 levels of Sorcerer before I go back and pick up a 4th level of Warlock. Because 2 levels of Sorcerer is what I need to be able to manipulate my spell points to convert over my Warlock spells for healing. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. Once I pick that up, depending upon how things develop, I'm thinking maybe go tough and gish them out a little bit more.
Tough is always pretty good, especially when like you have like a couple of ASIs, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If
If I do it this way, I'll have one ASI from Warlock, and then I'll pick up another one for Sorcerer. So.
I am probably taking Elven Accuracy, so I might be taking a little bit of your mojo, Mike. I'm very sorry.
Oh, there's enough mojo to go around.
Yes, there definitely is.
Well, and the thing is, between our two characters, it'd be flavored completely different.
Yeah. That's so true. That's so true.
So in effect, the practical result, would be 2 entirely different feats, just by virtue of the way we use them.
Yeah. What's it called? I want to try and be right because this game has a couple of like house rules, right? Like for example, the bigger crits, right? Which might and there's also like a few things that I could do to make getting crits easier, right? And so I want to see if this could make sort of like a crit fishing monk build worth it.
Yeah, if that works, that'd be pretty sweet.
That one's even better. Bushy. Mine was more of an ironic play on words because of your abilities.
Wait, are we waiting for anyone?
Nope, we're all here.
Oh, I didn't notice. I'm sorry.
Wait, what happened to Asha?
Oh, that's who we're waiting for, right?
No, he said he couldn't make it.
Oh.
Yeah, Asha did say
Oh.
earlier in the week he wouldn't make it today.
Oh yeah, I see.
Okay, yeah, I remember now. I remember. Okay. I keep I just count how many people are here. I'm like, huh, there's one person missing. My bad. My bad.
What happened to Goku?
He has an issue with work and can't make it.
What happened to the other? Don't remember. You never said.
Oh no, that was Goku.
No, I think he said like 2 people. Could have been Goku though.
I did have someone join the other one. They couldn't make because they couldn't do the one on the Monday today. Maybe that was it.
I don't know.
That was probably it. All right. So how about that recap?
I kind of did write the recap before, but we could do that.
Oh, who would like to start?
I'm gonna like read my thingy. So first off, the last thing I do remember that like the most latest thing that we did was the start of the session was we left Dugan's Hall and we made it to the Brain Shander, I think it was called.
Yes.
I didn't want to like write it up because I don't remember how it was spelled, so I didn't want to like check. But yeah,
No
I think
problem.
it's Brain Shander. We met some crack cats on the way. Crack cats are pack animals. Well, not pack animals. They hunt in packs, and they decided to hunt on us. I had a choice of words to tell them to please don't hunt us. Here's a awakened wolf meat, and they actually took the meat, but didn't let us pet them. And I kind of was trying to like tame them, but okay, that didn't work. Didn't fight though. That was apparently a very new thing for Ren. Not people, the players, not just murdering everything they see. We then came to Bryn Shander, and when we were in Bryn Shander, um, there was this one contact we had to meet, the Chewinga Eviscerator. We came to her, and we met Ash's best friend, which is a young red dragon. You might have seen her. We kind of like made some deal with her that we get stuff or info about stuff, and she gets stuff or info about stuff. Stuff for her being a normal dragon kind. I think that's where we ended.
Yeah, so now we're all just sitting around one big happy family having drinks together at the bar.
Mhm.
Also, the Chewinga lady kind of didn't bother to talk to us. She just read the notes Asha took.
I think she's sulking because we didn't bring her back a Chewinga.
I see. Okay. I think what could have worked, right? As for why I might not have been there, right? Is Fenza recently got the Boots of the Winterlands, right? And so what she might have done is she might have spent the night outside of the city, because she probably hasn't spent or been able to spend a whole day outside, right? Since at least the Lustian. You feel me?
All right, that works.
That would sort of make sense.
We kind of just had you there
Maybe
and
I'll write
chilling,
a
but
little
yeah, we can have
something
that
like that.
instead.
Yeah. And so maybe she'll rejoin with the group at the end of the night.
All right. So, anyone else have anything they want to add?
It's been 2 weeks. I'm trying to remember. I mean, that pretty well sums it up. It was a pretty role play heavy session.
All right then. All right. Picking up, right inside Bryn Shander, Grohl has his new eye. Would you guys
yeah, there's that.
like?
I thought we covered that.
Yeah.
Oh, we did, I suppose.
Yeah, but yep, picking up from there. So, what would you guys like to do today? How would you like to start off the day?
Well, are we still sitting at the bar drinking with a red dragon, or
No, it would be the next day, the next morning.
it's the next day?
Yes.
Okay.
How many days did you say I have Rin until my eyes functional?
Did I put it in chat?
And
Um,
Was it
disadvantage on
one?
visual perception checks and range attacks for 7 days.
Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Ooh, thank God I put it in chat, right?
Yeah,
Oh, thank God.
yeah.
All
I'll
right.
put it in again.
Good. I sure as hell don't remember.
There we go.
Okay. All right. No problem. All right. So yeah, you are effectively blind in one eye for 7 days.
Right.
All right. So, anything? Where would you guys like to do today? Start off. Anywhere in particular you would like to go, or someone in particular you would like to visit?
We don't really have any direct business here in Bryn Shander, do we?
No. After handing over the notes to Danica, that was the only reason you had to go here. You were looking for work
Mm-hmm.
after helping out the people in Dogan's Hole. Looking to sell something? Oh yeah, you did. You already sold the wine and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to head toward the town hall, see if we can get a lay of the land, and see if maybe we can't either get some leads on the Frost Witch, or find something that pays?
it's a big city, so there's definitely something that pays. At the same time, I think most people really don't know shit about the Frost Witch.
Yeah, but there was something I seem to recall. The more we talk about it, something about
Oh yeah,
them
Oh,
getting ready
yeah.
to determine who's being sacrificed next.
Yeah, this city actually sacrifices people. Yeah.
So I would
Crazy.
like to try to tag in on that and see if we can't find out what happens to these sacrifices, where they go, what happens to them.
I think it was like 2 days until the thing, or like next day, or like today. I don't remember.
I thought it was 3 days, and since we role played through a day last session, that would have given us 2 days left.
Yeah.
So maybe we can do some research and provision up.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes, you may.
Have we taken a long rest since then, or are we still running short rests?
That's what our plan was to
Yeah.
long rest. Wasn't
In
that the
this city.
agreement?
Yeah.
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 Okay, I see. Okay. Well, Fens is going to say, this is probably the biggest place I've seen in a while. If we could get in touch with some craftsmen or even a magic item shop, maybe we could start working on some projects.
Oh yeah, magic shops. Right. We actually been to one of them, and she gave us the
Black-
job to find the fucking what? should we
Oh
call 'em?
yeah. That's right.
Someone joked about the purple worm. Now I'm like stuck thinking about the purple beholder. She wants us to kill a beholder or something like that.
Oh,
She
she
wanted
wants
you
us
to-
to kill a beholder.
She wanted you to bring her 2 illithid brains.
Yeah.
Yes,
Slightly same thing.
For the 2 rings of spell storing.
Yes.
Oh
And
shit! For
potential,
2 rings,
For 2 rings of spell storing, yeah.
And potential
that would be
further
worth
poet.
it. Okay.
Can you imagine how sweet it would be to attune to both rings of spell storing?
Okay, no, fuck you. You're not getting 2 rings of spell
No.
story.
And I'm not just saying Kai. I'm just saying anybody to have an additional 10 levels worth of spells in the middle of combat. Anybody.
Yeah,
That
she'll
would
give
be
you
so-
2 if you can bring her the brains of 2 illithids. Intact.
I think being able to spread out some like shields or like silvery barbs would be like amazing as far as that
yeah.
goes.
Yeah.
As far as like reaction economy and our general defense, that would be awesome.
Yeah, honestly, I think Asha having a ring with a couple shield spells to pop off,
Do her wonders.
and either a Thunder Step or a Misty Step, kind of as a get out of jail free card, I think would be great.
Yeah. And I'd say like probably like Asha, and then either me or Grohl could have the other one, and just have that be like ideally like 2 shields and I think 2 silvery barbs, right? So that we can also like support the rest of the team,
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, but anyway, okay,
And then
so
you also, when you first got to the town, you did visit the Black Iron Blades, which is a local smithy here, and the owner of the the brother, one of the older owners of the Black Iron Blades, said that
No,
if
he was
you
the owner. The sister was like Smith or something, but he was the owner. Yeah, he did say we got like the metals,
the
weird
strange,
metals
the
are-
strange metal.
Yeah.
from the
are
very
actually
beginning.
fucking weird. They're dwarves and they've never saw this metal.
Mhm.
Hey, that could be museum, you know. Just thinking out loud.
We can't identify it, Bushy.
I was gonna say, okay, so I take it you're all now dead set on finding 2 illithids to kill, right?
I think our first priority needs to be the sacrifice. because that's kind of a time locked thing.
Okay, thank God.
That'll come right on the heels of our long rest. But then, yeah, if time permits after that, I would love to go hunting down Illithids.
Yes.
Okay,
Danica told you that the sacrifice would be taking place in about a few days. The lottery would be held in a few days.
Would she be willing to, in the meantime, maybe like to sell us some ink or something along those lines?
Danica?
Yeah. Fenz is asking the group.
But you're asking the group, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
She didn't look like she wanted to talk to us in the first place, so...
Okay, so she doesn't have time for adventures. We have to do that just to get the door open? Great. There is something I've been thinking about, right? Grow. I'm worried, right? Have you ever dealt with any sort of like really out there magical creatures or like ghosts or anything? Like anything that just like shrugged off like the blows of your axe?
No. I generally don't encounter much magic.
This entire place is like steeped in some evil fucking magic right now, and I'm worried that we're gonna run into something like that, right? Now, they have their magic, and I have my moon fire dance, right? What I want is to see if we can get you set up with some sort of enchantment on there to help you cleave through whatever comes our way, right? I have collected, if you've noticed me digging into most of the things we killed, and she's going to take out her like little bag of trinkets, right? Let's see. I have some teeth of the sea hag. I have a few vials of blood. Specifically, I have the two frost glands of these wolves, right? I think with enough time and probably help from the rest of you guys, because I'm not an enchantress, right? We could make you quite the axe.
Yeah, that sounds great. But maybe instead of an axe, maybe something a little more versatile.
A halberd?
A two-headed axe?
Yes, a halberd, bushy.
Oh.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Something with some reach.
Yeah.
Yep. You guys are picking up what I'm putting down. I like it.
I'm picking it up.
To be perfectly honest, like, halberds are basically axe spears, right?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Glaives are sword spears.
Right.
And swords are cooler than axes, then why go for a halberd?
Probably
just flavor.
Yeah. Well, axes have their own type of cool. Yeah. Axes have their own type of cool.
But spears are cooler than everything.
False.
Spears are realistically better than every single weapon.
Brown bears are best.
Brown bears are best weapons. You want a brown bear as a weapon.
Well, that's coming too.
You know how like some jellyfish have like toxins so strong they could leave permanent scars on your body. Like,
does Bushi
I'm
want a
just saying
jellyfish?
I'm just saying, octopi use jellyfishes as weapons sometimes.
Octopi pets are badass. OP pets.
They're actually smarter than us, technically. We just don't know how their brains work.
But to get back on task.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm still kind of talking a little bit. I've been out of it for a while. I'm just gonna say, so you want a whole new weapon then, right?
Yep.
Makes sense. We might want to wait to get you a weapon with more reach until, the eye that he just shoved into you heals and grafts onto your flesh properly.
You say so.
In the meantime, what about returning to that magic shop to see if we can get something consumable that would enchant Grohl's axe? Maybe some type of oil or something that, gives it a magical enchantment for a short duration.
That would be good.
Until we have the time and resources to come up with something more permanent.
Okay, so you're heading over to Dreamcaller Oddities.
Oh yeah, I wanted to speak with her actually.
Okay. So this morning, you guys head out of the step out of the inn, which was called the Norfolk, and the owner, the grizzly old man with the eye patch and the scars, he gives you a nod on your way out, and it's not too far. You're able to make your way over to that magic shop, Dreamcaller Oddities. It's not too far, about 10-minute walk. Still early in the morning, and the door is unlocked. And as you enter, it's the same familiar cramped rows full of strange knickknacks and whatnot. And then you hear the familiar voice. Back again.
Right, you want me to do the talking then?
Yeah, I think you negotiated this deal in the first place.
Yeah, actually I did.
Please, I'm tired.
I sold her a worthless trinket.
Mhm.
We are actually hoping that there was something else you could help us with. My large friend back here does an incredible job, and what he does well. However, there are times when his weapon could use a little more oomph, a little bit of magical augmentation.
He wants to kill spirits.
Yes. There are some things that can only be harmed by magic. So we were hoping that perhaps you had some type of oil or other enchantment that we could place over his axe.
She goes, as you finish talking, she just kind of like crosses her arms as she eyes you up and down. She takes a few steps around you and whatnot, and then she looks back at you and says, "I don't see an illithid brain."
Actually, I did want to speak about that. So we could try and track illithids manually. We also could do it with a bit more intelligence. And what I'm trying to say is, what kind of objects are typically surrounded, illithids could be surrounded with, that are distinct to illithids? They are kind of otherworldly and all.
Well, one, you might be able to track down one of their ships, a Nautilid. They do frequently come to the realm of Faerun. Or, if you're capable, you could try traveling the other planes looking for their ships. Nautiloids are capable of interplanar travel. Illithids also like to go ahead and frequent the Underdark. Many species there are suitable for their slaves.
Is there an access to the Underdark here in the 10 towns that you're aware of?
I do know of one, or two, or three.
Sharing that knowledge would certainly help you get your illithid brains.
He winks at her with the eye behind the eye patch.
Very well then, I will tell you this, but I'll have you know it comes at a cost.
Beyond the boon of the illithid brains you've already secured?
Well, let's just say you're asking for a whole lot from me, and I'm getting very little in return. So how about I call it a running tab.
And what do you have in mind?
Well, for information, items, for favors, piling on the debt, so to speak.
And what form would these favors take? Because the last time I just blindly agreed to favors, I found myself dancing in a hula skirt.
Oh, that would do nicely.
While this is going, can I like do something like an Arcana or a Nature check to determine if there is something like uh something that can be like growing, or like again something like distinct of uh uh that the Underdark entrances might have. Like I know there are like
Something in this shop, or do you know of any?
like I I could get locate objects, right?
Uh huh.
And I could try with locate objects, locate the entrance to the Underdark.
Oh, okay.
If there is like a distinct thing that carries that I would know is actually of the Underdark, I could potentially like locate it.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, you could be able to do a nature check for that.
So very good at those.
Apparently not today. And the +3 is from your guidance, right?
Yeah, so it's not going on because she doesn't like magic in here.
Yeah. Okay. So that's an 8. You can't think of any particular species of flora native to the Underdark off the top of your head. Perhaps.
It's not flora. It's like locate object is exactly that. Locating objects, I would assume. Well, flora is probably an object.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like we could potentially
Question.
try. And...
Can I?
Hold on one sec. Go ahead.
Do I know anything about the Underdark, or do I
do you?
know any flora that like might be this far up north?
Given your drow nature, I would say. Yeah, you could roll with a. Roll with
she
that
like
nature with
didn't.
advantage.
Yeah, she like didn't like grow up there, but that's definitely okay. Nature. Let's see.
7.
Oh God.
Almost as good as me.
Yeah.
The thing about like locate object is that um I can't like I know Illithid's got those fucking tadpoles, right? So
Yes.
tadpoles, whatever. So I can't locate them because they're supposedly creatures. And what I'm trying to like find out about is like a specific thing that Illithids are.
Okay, so the spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once.
Oh, wait, is it? Object.
Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. Okay.
So potentially we could like try and look for specific materials that they use, or specific technologies that they use. I remember from Baldur's Gate 3 they've got the funky fucking ship, and locating the ship is definitely uh, something locate object could do, but at the same time,
Right.
those don't just lie around.
Right.
But there's
So-
stuff like
Okay.
so they got this. They've got this. They've got those pods, and I could try looking for those pods actually, or specifically, I could try looking for the liquid within the pods if it's anything special, and most likely it is.
Okay.
Um,
And you're
it's like
wondering
a
if she
fucking-
has anything like this in the shop that can help you with your locate object spell.
Oh no. I wanted to ask her if she would know. So I would, like, I don't have the lore on this, right?
Right.
I just remembered the Baldur's Gate 3 thing, and what I wanted to ask her is actually both in game and out of game. I just don't know what I can try and track.
Okay, so if you were to
And
ask
she-
her, is
and she
there
did-
anything that you can tell us that you can that you can use to help track it down?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I suppose like the embryonic kind of fucking fluid they've got is actually a good bet.
All right. Well, let's see here. Give me a second to think about that one.
As soon as Sasha is level 3, she can get Phantom's Teeth, and we can look for that thing at breakneck speed.
Okay, how about this? So as you pose that question to her, so she goes ahead and she looks at you, and then she says, "Do you have a means of which tracking, but you need a reference?"
Something of the sort, yes.
I could give it to you, though I don't want to make it too easy. I'll give you a hint. Keep an eye out for any strange metals.
Can we show her the? I'm like looking at who was carrying the metal, by the way.
Did you leave it with the
Kai.
blacksmith? No, you left it with the blacksmith to see what he can do with it.
No, we did have like spare ingots now.
Yeah,
Sasha had
we
them.
left a blacksmith with a single ingot. Kai's not holding on to the metal. I thought that was Fenza.
Pretty sure it's Sasha because Fenza wasn't there last time.
Okay. So
Blast.
Sasha, who's sitting over in the
Fenza gets the ingot from Asha and hands it over like, this is what you guys are talking about, right?
The strange metal piece, right?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
suppose so.
Okay. And it all clicks into place now. She takes it and says, "Oh, where did you find this?" As she feels it in her fingers.
Fell from the sky.
Indeed,
Again.
it did.
Knowledge is power.
Indeed, it did. This, at least from the feel of it, is the same material used by an illithid in the construction of a nautiloid.
Ah.
And what is that material?
Don't have a name for it. I guess we can call it Mine-thonium for now.
Okay, so this lithium, right?
Disregard that roll.
So this lithium. Have you heard anything about its properties? Is it useful for anything?
Well, it's definitely helpful for interplanar travel.
Okay, alright. Well, I guess that means we're on the right track.
He flicks it back over to you. It says, "Well, there's your reference. Seems you already had it." Oh,
Okay.
and as for you, looking at Fenza, she reaches into her pocket and she pulls out a piece of flint and flicks it towards you. Give that to your big friend there. Have him strike
right.
his weapon with it once, and he'll have the desired effect.
Alright, very well. And Fenza will sort of like toss it back over her shoulder at Grohl.
He catches it with one hand on the good side of his face, where his eye is not covered by an eye patch.
The effect lasts for 1 minute and it can be used 3 times.
Alright, it was a pleasure, she says through grated teeth.
Oh, and don't worry about the cost for all this. I'll add it to your tab.
Perhaps we can come back with some illithid tentacles as well to help pay that off.
Wouldn't hurt.
I know where she can
Well,
find one of
Oh,
those.
and
Bring down the entire fucking ship and Bridgetown.
since I wasn't expecting you to actually find a piece of a nautiloid, which implies that there is a nautiloid somewhere here in the Dales, or at least was at least. Hopefully it's still around. If you can bring me some parts of its control console, or any of its inner workings, I'll gladly, proportionately deduct off parts of your debt.
For part of the control council, I would think that the scales would be balanced in our favor, but perhaps we can have that conversation if we return with some.
If you return. Best of luck to you. Don't get your brains eaten.
It would be but a small snack, I assure you.
Yes, very small indeed.
All right. Anything else we want to do here?
No, I'm pretty satisfied.
Do we want to go research this this lottery for picking sacrifices?
Some lottery there is.
So you're looking to find information
Yeah.
on the lottery. Out of game, I'll just tell you Town Hall, best place to go for that.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, thinking town hall.
Alright, so you're leaving the shop and heading over to the Town Hall. Just give me 1 sec. There you go. That's the Flintstone she gave you.
Oh, very nice.
Ah. Ooh.
Very nice.
Okay.
Seduction. Alright, so you guys are heading towards the town hall. So, as you guys saunter on down the street to the town hall, you guys go ahead and when you arrive, you find a small crowd of people hanging around outside, and there's a human, bald, beard, wearing a cloak, and he's addressing the people as there seems to be a bit of a stirring. As he goes ahead and he tries to calm down the crowd, and he says, "Easy, easy now, everybody. I know tensions are high, but I rest assured that everything will be conducted in as a fair and orderly manner as possible, as we have always done. Please disperse, or else I might have to have the guards remove you all by force. And of course we all don't want that." And then he goes ahead and he spots your group in particular. "Oh, I've been expecting you. I'm sure, so my messenger did reach you."
Sure. What can we do for you?
The speaker's inside. She's waiting for you.
Okay, out of game, does anyone remember anything about a messenger?
Nope.
I didn't think so. Okay. And what is it the speaker wishes to speak with us about?
This is a matter that she. You were recommended by a recent newcomer that can help her in a task that she finds to be of a pressing matter.
And would this recent newcomer by any chance have flaming red hair?
Yes, how did you know?
Just a hunch. Just a hunch. Well, shall we go see what kind of trouble we're in now?
Alright. Entering the town hall.
Yeah. Yeah, unless any of the rest of the group, waves me off of it. Yeah.
Alright.
Nope.
Entering the town hall, there's an aide that works there, a young elf girl, I'll say, as she directs you towards the speaker's office, where upon entering, you see a very young human female with chestnut brown hair, sitting across from a familiar face, Regalia, the red dragon in human form. And there are 5 chairs laid out in an array around the table, waiting for you. As the woman behind the desk gestures you to have a seat.
Okay. Unless anyone else has a different idea, Kai's going to have a seat.
Right.
Come on, I would sit down.
Alright, taking a seat, the woman begins to introduce herself. My name is Duvessa Shane. I'm the speaker of Brynshander. And this woman here tells me that you are capable adventurers.
Something of the sort.
I need capable people.
We've been fortunate enough to be able to help some others here in the Ten Towns.
Yes. Tell me, are you familiar with the Arcane Brotherhood?
That was just on Jeopardy last night.
Wait, what was that?
That was just on Jeopardy last night.
I do remember that there was something about the Arcane Brotherhood way back when we started.
In East Haven. The
Oh
wizard being
yeah.
burned
They
at the
they
stake.
were someone like set a person on fire or something.
Yes.
That was-
burned something.
I thought that was a Wizard of Thay.
Similar. Think of the Red Wizards of Thay as a branch of the Arcane Brotherhood.
Okay.
Katana to find out about the arcade.
So what of this brotherhood?
We recently caught a few of their spies inside the city walls. And from what I hear, over in East Haven and even in Targos, other spies belonging to the Arcane Brotherhood have been apprehended or executed.
Yeah, I remember that. He was laughing as he was burned to a crisp.
Yes, very unsettling.
Forgive me for the crassness. But what of value would the cities here have that would interest the Brotherhood?
That is what we don't know, and that is also what we're worried about.
Have they committed any heinous crimes to speak of?
Well, a murder here and there, breaking and entering.
Do you have proof that it was them?
Well, they're not exactly duplicitous or secretive once they're caught.
Hmm.
And
Have
how?
you ever caught one of them? At all? Like,
Well, the last one we caught here in Brynshander was quite open about their activities and what they were doing. However, secretive about the overall goal when questioning them. and first chance they get, they off themselves.
Do you
So
still
they'll-
have anything of his belongings?
She reaches into her desk and she pulls out a small, a small bag, and puts it on the table. Just that.
I'm gonna like try and take a look, see if he got if they have like you know, like a signal, well, not a signal, what's the word, like a signature sign,
Some kind of signet ring or sigil or something.
or like robes that are arcane after all.
Looking into the bag, you find a few items. One is a small little needle-like dagger. Another item is a brass coin with a strange marking written on it. You may give me an Arcana check if you would like to identify it.
I will. And I will guidance in that. Hope they don't mind. But I got some mojo going on.
I'm gonna give it an Arcana check too. Just
14 and a 16. All right. So both of you would be able to identify the coin as the marking is a symbol relevant to the relevant to the Arcane Brotherhood. You recognize it as a marking of the god Io.
I'll leave that up to Fenton, the spiritual one.
yeah.
May I try for a religion check?
Go right ahead.
All right, let's see how this one goes. It's not going to be with advantage.
Don't
Ooh.
hate it.
Ooh.
21. Okay. So you know that Io is a greater deity and a primordial, particularly of dragon kind, and is also associated with the domains of knowledge and balance.
Okay, all right. Fens is going to say, sort of knowledge deity, but tied to dragons and the elemental chaos.
Kai very subtly nods to Regalia at the mention of dragons.
She doesn't. She has her eyes dead set on Devessa this whole time. She hasn't gave you guys a glance at all.
Okay. So, what is it exactly you would like for us to do? Just so we're clear on your expectation.
There is a prisoner. Well, perhaps I should start from the beginning. Here in Icewind Dale, there is a prison called Revel's End. It is a very exclusive prison. Only very particular criminals, mostly political criminals, are held up there. I want you to go speak with a very particular prisoner. Prisoner 111. From what I hear, they are also a member of the Arcane Brotherhood. However, to the best of my knowledge, they have been incarcerated there for the last 5 years.
So it's possible prisoner 111 has no knowledge of the Arcane Brotherhood's present activities.
Or perhaps they do know something, and that's what I'm hiring you for. I will give you 250 gold to bring me any useful information you can from prisoner 111.
while we mull over your offer together as a group, there is an unrelated matter which I would seek your counsel.
You may speak.
Um, as I understand it, the city of Brinshander is in the habit of offering sacrifices to this ice witch.
As you bring that up, she begins to start rubbing her temples.
Hey, that's totally understandable. See how other cities, towns, uh, fare, and I definitely think one person's sacrifice, even as grotesque as they say it is worth prosperity for how many people live there?
The population of Bryn Shander is roughly about 1,500.
That's definitely worth a single person's life, I would say. I'm not exactly I'm like a pragmatic type. Just want to say we sort of.
So how is it determined who's to be sacrificed? By what criteria do you measure this?
Well, a list of individuals within the city are comprised, exemptions being those are critical to the city's function. And among those who are on the list, a raffle is held, a lottery. One person each month is drawn from the list to be the sacrifice.
And then what becomes of this person? Do you just kick them out of town, tie them up to a tree somewhere, encase them in carbonite? What do you do with this poor unfortunate soul?
She says reluctantly, shamefully even, they're stripped bare and marched out into the wasteland.
And left, frozen, cold, alone.
Pretty cool, right? I'm just thinking, like,
Conan
when you
exiles.
think of doing that to Arcane Brotherhood people.
Well, that's the thing. We have 3 times actually.
Oh, that might be the cause of that, I suppose.
If it can
And
be
what-
helped that we don't sacrifice our own, we do.
And what would be the consequences of not offering sacrifice?
Well, the last time it hadn't happened, we were descended upon by Uriel's minions. We were barely able to stave off the attack.
And you have no idea what happens to these sacrifices once you abandon them to the elements?
We have an idea.
They die, Kai. That's the point of the sacrifice.
Yes, thank you for your astute observation.
Yes, when people are
question,
sacrificed, they die.
I guess to be a little more, a little bit clearer about my question, how do they die? Are they only claimed by the elements? Are they claimed by the minions of this ice witch? Does the ice witch herself come down and devour them whole?
The specifics aren't known exactly, but rumors have been spread around by fishermen and other people that they've seen the ones who were sacrificed wandering the wasteland as cloaked figures with a blizzard shrouding their faces.
Blizzard face.
Yes, this sounds very familiar.
So nothing to worry about. They're pretty weak. It would have been real scary if you had like unknowingly bolstered the ranks of the Frost Witch by giving her like powerful specters that died in very horrific um
Yes, and
emotions.
when we don't, those same. Yes. Well, you see, we didn't always do it. We tried
No,
not. But
I'm just saying the ones the ones that do the ones that are spawned by this are pretty weak, to be honest.
I mean, perhaps to you, but for us common folk, fending off a number of them is quite difficult.
You people have pitchforks. Just ask for more fire things.
Yes, if only there was something born of the, the fire planes that could come in and offer some respite against this scourge.
Hundreds
Fire
of
out.
those things, along with ice misfits, ice trolls, and snow golems.
Yeah, no, see, those are an actual trouble. Golems, the trolls probably too.
So a very, very bad snowball fight.
Yes,
Uh,
we, if possible, we would avoid her wrath and incurring another attack.
and please understand, lady speaker, I am not casting dispersions, nor am I passing judgment. I am merely trying to understand, being a foreigner to these lands. I'm trying to understand the how and the why of all of this.
How and why?
This ice witch. Why here? Why now? Why sacrifices?
We don't know, we just know that she demands them. From the larger settlements, she demands a human sacrifice. From the smaller settlements, she demands small things, furs, food. To be honest, I'm not sure why.
What is the threat if you do not provide these things?
She tries to destroy the town.
Several hundred specters, methods, and other assorted ice themed ghouls.
Hmm.
Very funky, but you're like missing the elephant in the room. She does make demands. How does she make demands? Does she appear in person? Does she do it by proxy?
Well, it was before my time as speaker, but 2 years ago, when she first came to the Dales, she did appear in person before Bryn Shander to make it known that this is now her domain, and that was the beginning of the Rime. The next morning, we saw the aurora, and the sun didn't rise. Following that, frost druids came to each of the 10 towns, stating what offerings were to be made of them on a monthly basis.
Yes, I would have word with these frost druids. And as I understand it, you will be selecting your next sacrifice here
In a
shortly.
few days, yes. In a few days, yes.
And when will this sacrifice then be marched out of town?
The night after.
Interesting. With your permission, lady speaker, perhaps our group could confer about your proposal. And what timeline would you be looking at for us to go to this this prison?
Well, Revel's End isn't too far from here. It should take you, well, at a decent pace, 2 days travel. Wait, actually, let me check the map there for a second. Let's see here. Icewind Dale, there it is. Revel's End. Bryn Shander. Did I say 2 days? I'm fucking crazy.
Language, madam speaker, language.
Okay, so Revel's End if you use the roads, 40 miles away.
What was the pace again? The normal pace.
Of the axe beak.
Mhm.
Well, not all of us are going on the Axe Peak. Like our
Oh, yeah.
travel. Well,
Oh.
Well, yeah, but we are going to be obviously slowed down by our weakest link, which is going to be the wagon and the axe beak.
well, the Axe Peak is probably fast enough to keep up.
1 mile per hour.
So we're looking at 30 hours. So realistically,
40.
three days worth of travel.
Yes.
40 hours, huh? You try fast pace. It's not like we have a timeline here, like a deadline. But we don't.
So I'm certain not out of earshot of Galia, but out of earshot of the speaker. What do we think?
If only we knew a creature that could fly.
If only. And if only that flying creature could harness the power of fire to combat these
Revels in, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought it was over here. I thought it was much closer.
Are we going to be leaving to go talk about this?
Well, that's what I was saying. Kind of out of earshot of the speaker.
She's okay with you deliberating this amongst yourselves.
I don't think this is like a tough job, as long as it's not. Well, it kind of is a long ways out.
Well, on paper, it's just taking a trip, having a conversation, and coming back. Although my time here has shown me that very little happens the way it would appear on paper.
And my guess is that
250
this
gold.
prison. And my guess is that this prison is a lot more unsavory than they let on.
If there's only presently 3 prisoners there, that would stand to reason. And how does that play into any designs we may have tracking down the activities of the sacrificed?
I will tell you one thing that I want to see, right? Aside from this whole fucking city burning at this rate, but I want to try and find the bodies of one of these sacrifices.
You did.
What do you know?
You do have the
Just
body of one of those.
Just so
Or did you
happens
bury it?
we buried one in Dugan's Hole.
Oh
We
shit!
We gave it to the local priest to bury.
Oh fuck! Okay. Okay. Well then, as Spencer racks her brain, she's gonna say, "Did it have boots?"
I don't
No.
remember.
It had no clothes except for the cloak.
Just a cloak.
Quite the answer. Quite the question there.
Personally, I would love to hear what everyone else thinks.
Yep, chapter 2.
I would like to wait and follow this sacrifice and see what happens there. Although, in all fairness, I'm liable to not let the person be sacrificed, and that could cause us a few issues here in town. And then go to Revel's End.
I'm just gonna say, not letting the sacrifice go through will potentially risk 15,000 lives, including our own, most likely.
Okay. Yeah. Fenza is going to dash forward and lean in very close to Ace and say, "What do you know about having your loved one sacrificed? Who are you to say what someone's worth?"
I'm a person of not letting everyone fucking die. instead of just one person. Look, I understand the potential grief. Well, I actually don't. Like, in character, you- Ace lived a pretty nice life. He was in Strixhaven.
Yeah,
He's a pretty
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it's not just statistics. Uh, you can look at this at every single death as a tragedy, and look at thousands dying as a statistic, but that's also kind of not correct. Every single one of those 15,000 in a fucking hellscape like this one probably has some loved ones, because this is a probably tight knit community, because they are kind of struggling to survive. I'm just saying.
No, and
You said very little. The bottom line is that when an innocent's life is about to be cut short, you have to at least try and find another way.
That is definitely a true thing, and I'm definitely like not stopping you from finding another way. I'll help you find another way. But if you just try to mess with the ritual, it's probably just gonna kill a lot of people. I'm just gonna tell you this.
and I do understand what I do understand Ace's point. The sacrifice of one, in and of itself, is a noble sacrifice and ensures the continuation of thousands more. I just don't know if I can stand in that place and watch a person be sacrificed. I don't know if I can just stand by and not try to affect a change. I'm just being honest.
Fenza sort of steps back and she says, "Besides, I don't think those rituals could even save this town. It's only been 2 years. In 5, they they'd be slaughtering dozens just in the streets. In 50, they'd probably all be at each other's throats, and I can't see any of these communities making more than a few decades like this."
Let's hope this doesn't go that far then, and try and deal with the Frost Witch instead of you know, dying before we could even find her.
Okay, well that puts a few questions in front of us. Do we want to deal with the issue of the sacrifice um, before or after going to Revel's End? Are we in fact even going to Revel's End? Are we going to accept the speaker's request?
It makes sense to take the offer because it's probably not as easy as it sounds, but it sounds easy.
I would rather not, but I understand if you guys need the gold. I'll go with you.
It's not even an issue of the gold.
It's an issue of Arcane Brotherhood bullshit on the grand scale of things.
If the Brotherhood is here, their activities have to be connected to that of the Frost Witch. There can really be no other play here for them.
Hey, Rin.
Yes.
So, given my natural 20 religion roll of 21, would I know anything about the sort of dynamic between the FrostMaiden and Io? I know you said that Io was a primordial, right?
Yes.
What element was it a primordial of?
Well, a primordial isn't really referring to an element. It's like a kind of like a
Oh.
tier hierarchy of gods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did say that.
Alright, so it's not an elemental then?
No.
I'm a primordial technically.
Well,
Oh,
you did
shit,
say that
okay.
You're not that tier.
you did say his domain was balance, though, right?
Yes, knowledge and balance.
Knowledge and balance.
Mm.
So maybe
Mm.
maybe They're trying to restore the original balance to Icewind Dale. Just as they're a
God,
little
that would
behind,
make this situation even better.
it would. All the more reason to go to Revel's End and speak with Prisoner 111.
They're not going about it the right way. If they do, at least on the surface, on a preliminary, I definitely can't say what they're trying to accomplish by killing people. Same time, they are political prisoners. They probably know more. The speaker here probably knows more than she lets on, or at least someone in Targos or East Haven knows.
Potentially.
So, are you done deliberating?
Yeah, so basically, Fenza wants to try and rescue the sacrifice and then go to the prison. Basically, from what I understand, it's like an either or thing right now, right? Because it's going to take us 3 days just to get there, right? And the sacrifice is going to be in 2 days.
We need to complete a long rest before we go anyway, right? We need to be able to
Yeah.
replenish our abilities and spells. So we need to complete a long rest anyway, and that's going to put us right on the heels of the sacrifice.
You need
So
one more
we
day.
could either make haste for Revel's End, or we could deal with the issue of the sacrifice before going to Revel's End. I just wouldn't tell the speaker that we're going to go interrupt the sacrifice. If that's what we
Absolutely,
do.
we would not. We would not. Yeah. We would just say that we need a couple of days, and then
That
we
would
would
be
skip
such a
town.
Sigma male move, though.
Sigma
Master
male
Paul.
move.
Master Paul, you've been quiet during this. It is your people that live here.
I think that we should do the best for the most people. So whatever is the fastest to getting the results that benefits everyone, I agree with.
I don't have all day.
I kind of want to know about the previous sacrifices. Do we know who they were? Like, do you know?
Well, we started with prisoners, criminals, the most heinous of which.
Try up your prisons quickly.
After the first year, yes.
And then you moved on to undesirables, I presume.
No, after which it was agreed upon by the previous speaker, and a referendum that the lottery should be held amongst all non-essential citizens.
Fenza is going to say, look, there's not much to be gained by arguing about ethics here, right? You offered us a job going to speak with some guy in a prison, right?
Yes.
It was a pretty lucrative deal. From what I understand, most of us are down to take it. We're just going to need a few days to prepare. The wizard, you can probably see that she's leaning on her staff a bunch. We're trying to let her get her leg fixed up.
All right then.
Don't play with the giant can get.
Go ahead. All right then. Head up when you're ready. And I patiently await your return and any information you bring.
Very
Okay.
well. And
Go ahead.
and she's gonna dip the fuck out.
All right, and then
I'm
as
gonna,
you,
like-
yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna tell Fenza once we're out. Is there going to something happen when we're trying to get out? No, like you were saying something as you were.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Ren. Like there was something going. on as we went out. Probably wouldn't have the time to say it to Fenza out of the earshot of the speaker, so you can go ahead, DM.
Okay. As you begin to walk out, Regalia stands up, gives the speaker a bow, and steps out with you guys.
Lady Regalia, will you be joining us to Revel's End?
Oh, absolutely not. Oh, and while you're there, make sure you also ask Prisoner 111 about the Netherese city of here that's supposed to be hidden here in the Dales.
A hidden city?
Yes.
Are you suggesting the town's number 11?
Fenza stops mid-stride and turns around and goes, "How old?"
Thousands of years.
How many thousand?
At least 2.
Do you have an estimate?
At least 2,000 years.
At least 2. Better than nothing. She keeps walking.
You know, I did quite a bit of flying around looking for rumors about this information. I just so happened to find out that Prisoner 111 at Leverel's End is a member of the Arcane Brotherhood, who also, as your speaker told you, the Arcane Brotherhood has been operating here in the Dales. She might have heard that from me too.
And what do you think their goal is?
Oh, I don't care.
That wasn't the question, though. Surely you have an idea.
Well, given their nature of their organization, they're looking for some powerful magics, most likely. And I'm looking for something similar to powerful magics. So, if I was looking for the lost city of Netherese, then they might have also been looking for the lost city of Netherese. Why they are looking for it, I don't care.
You just care that they may get to your little bits and baubles before you do.
Well, no.
Always a pleasure, Lady Regalia. Always a pleasure.
Oh, and do make haste. I can be quite impatient.
Well, we could get there much more quickly if we flew, but
Would you ask an ant to ride? Would you allow an ant to ride on your shoulder if it asked?
Yes.
Huh. I guess that's where we're different. One of the ways we're different. I have a lot more dignity than that.
and
An
we
ant
have
does not cost us our dignity. It is one with nature, as we all are.
You do realize there are like millions of tiny organisms all covering you entirely. Like
Making the argument she's covered in bacteria.
there is a veritable world on each and one of us, and inside each and one of us, your digestive tract is probably city to dwarf all cities.
I'm not going to let lesser creatures ride on my back as though I'm some kind of attraction ride.
Your loss.
perhaps, Lady Regalia, when we find this lost city, perhaps we can find you a soul among its treasures. Have a good
I could
day.
kill you all. You just walk away from her.
Oh yeah, I mean, she's not gonna.
Yep.
She's not gonna kill me quite yet. She still needs us. We're still useful idiots to her, so she's not gonna kill me yet.
You're walking away, and she's just like, "Don't ignore me."
Nope.
Second that notion.
Just completely ignoring her, walking away.
I'm gonna make it like a bit audible telling this to Kai. She's kind of cute when she's angry.
I don't know. I found her to be a bit cold.
You have bad taste.
Well, probably. I don't know.
Make that a little bit
All
more.
right. Anything that we want to do over the next 2 days while we complete our long rest?
Oh, you only need one more day for the long rest.
Okay. Next day.
Yeah.
Try-
Could somebody maybe see about getting Asha healed? Specifically her leg. How many more days do we have on that?
Should be soon. Unless you, I mean, you could go to a priest and have it healed instantly.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Might take a bit.
Coca priest.
Also, I wanted to tell Fenza that an idea about maybe potentially finding an actual like the system of the referendum isn't established by the witch. It's established by the city itself. So, potentially there could be like pretty gnarly people. So we could try and shift the odds in the favor of killing someone who isn't particularly nice. Just throwing an idea out there.
I appreciate you trying to be reasonable, but when I have a problem with someone, I stab them. I don't make them march into the cold dressed in a cloth robe. That's no.
You're seeing this from a different perspective than I do. This is the only chance some people might have something might have to do something good out of the lives. Like not killing 15,000 people.
6 days for Asha's leg to heal naturally.
6 days
Okay.
from now, or 6 days from the injury.
6 days from now.
Honestly,
They've been
days
keeping
from
track.
now, it might not be worth it anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, by the time we get to Revel's End, her leg could be healed. She'd ride in the cart with the axe beak anyway.
By the way, I will be trying to be beaver.
Busy
And
beaver.
yeah, and I will try and ask the dwarves at the blacksmithy about Mizium if they've got it or if they know how to make it. Basically, just trying to get some progress on the crafting of apparatus thing.
Oh
Like,
yeah, you want that.
alchemically make it.
The Mizium
yeah.
apparatus, you want it.
A potentially cool combo for me. I'll need to multi-class a wizard to attune to that, but probably worth.
I don't know, just the utility of having
How
the
rare is Mizium?
cantrips.
Uncommon. It's just uncommon.
Oh, okay. Not bad. That's not bad at all. Alright, so heading over to the Black Iron Blades for...
I will say though that I will say though that just for your own sake, Rin, despite only being uncommon, the Mizium armor is one of the strongest magic items in the game.
Not armor, it's apparatus. Armor is pretty strong, yes, but
Yeah,
it is
no,
rare.
no, the apparatus. Sorry.
It's stronger on the Stars Druid. It's very strong in the Stars Druid because the DC, you have to like make a spell check. What it essentially lets you do is it lets you cast a spell that you don't have prepared if you pass a spell casting check. And I'm like gonna like show my cards right now. If I take a level in wizard, I can attune to that and effectively have the wizard spell list with it. because of the stars druid dragon form.
Yeah, I was just saying,
Letting
like,
me-
because if it's uncommon, then it's possible for the black iron blades to acquire it.
Oh, okay. I'm like just asking because if it's a crafting role in the end, I'm just wondering if I can use alchemist supplies on that. I would assume it's kind of like a Tinker's Tools thing in general, but
Yeah, it would be Tinker's
uh,
Tool.
the description of the thing sounds more like it's just a harness that is made of the misium, which is like that's
Yes.
the
Leather straps with the buckles made of Isium.
would probably have to ask the friggin' smiths if they can make it too.
Alright, so heading over to the Black Iron Blades to talk to the lovely gentleman and his sister, whose names were Garn
Whatever.
and Elza.
since
There we go. What was that? What was that, Kai? Mike?
I was saying you can name them anything you want to, since we don't remember.
Do you does the tree fall in a forest that no one's in make a sound?
Yes.
Well, technically, no, because sound is a perception of a physical thing. If no one's there to hear it, there is no sound.
A lot of philosophy today.
Philosophy.
Right.
Or physics.
Why
We've done
are we here?
microbiology, we've done philosophy. Bushi's just a Renaissance man.
He is a college student.
Yeah, the only thing they teach you in college is how to be obnoxious.
But anyway, heading back over there, Elza sees you enter the room, into the shop, and she says, "Oh, Garn, our friends are back." And Garn walks in. He's just like, "Oh, what? Yeah, about that metal. Regretful to say, my caliber may be insufficient."
About the medal that we gave him, the
Yeah,
mind flayerium. Okay.
yeah.
We did actually manage to identify what it was.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
It
Feels a
is
bit-
actually
it-
what?
Feels a bit inadequate.
Oh, don't worry. It's magical and actually otherworldly in nature. That is
I was right about that. It was
that is
out of-
the metal that mind flayers use for their spaceships, plane ships.
I'm not
But
gonna.
we certainly have ample opportunity for you to show off your skills and your talents. If you're feeling up to a challenge.
Yeah, I love challenges. What do you got?
I'm looking for Misium, and potentially someone to work with it. It is also a pretty rare metal.
I'm not familiar with Misium per se, but I do know some other smiths, and there are some other dwarves here in the Dales that I could contact. Maybe they can procure some.
That would be lovely.
How much are you need? What are you looking to do with it?
I'm looking to make a harness out of it. I've seen it in the books while I was in Strixhaven.
Oh, so enough for a
And,
buckle.
Something of the sort.
Okay. And would you like me to fasten the buckle for you, or would you like to do it yourself?
I would actually have to see if I could even do it myself. So that would be something up for debate later on. At the very least, I would like to know if it's at all possible to find any here in the Dales.
Well, I'll check my contacts, see if I can procure some. You can check back in me with a few days, and I'll let you know if I found anything and how much.
All right, that would be very appreciated. Um, I
While you're
obviously, it was obviously I will pay for that. Uh, if you need like what's the word? Like some in advance, I can leave some. I
Oh
suppose.
no, I'm just asking's free.
Well, that is nice. Thank you.
No mention it. Just make sure that you don't listen to any of those rumors going around about black iron blades.
Haven't heard any.
Good. Keep it that way.
Good.
Well, while you're making your inquiries, there is something that I would like for you to look for as well. I've heard rumor of this uncommon armor called Serpent Scale.
Serpent scale.
Are you familiar with it?
You mean like dragon scale?
Well, Dragon Scale would be wonderful. I'm afraid there's a Maldelict here in town that would be rather upset with that. No, Serpent Scale armor. It's this shimmery, very soft.
Like mithril.
Actually, out of character. Actually, what I'm referring to is called Serpent Scale armor. Suit of magic armor made from shimmering scales. While wearing it, you can apply your full dexterity modifier when determining your armor class. In addition, this armor does not impose disadvantage on your stealth checks.
So it's like
It
mithril.
is it is listed as uncommon.
Okay.
It's a pretty strong and common item.
Yeah. So, serpent scales in Mizium. I will
Yeah.
do my best.
And while you seek to restore your good name and that of your establishment, we will ignore all.
But the name of my establishment is wonderful. What do you mean?
Well, we'll just ignore any rumors we may hear about you in the future.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course, you know, when you're as good as me, the others will begin to badmouth you every now and then.
When we're out of earshot, I'm like going to tell Kai his sister's probably doing all the work.
What's that?
Like when we're out of his earshot, once we're like out of the shop, I'm just gonna like say his sister's probably doing all the job.
Leave the insecure
Probably,
blacksmith alone. Alright, so now what? Done for the day, or...?
Anything else we want to accomplish?
Nap time.
Resting up and heading out tomorrow?
I think so.
All right. Well, while the group winds down, I assume we're gonna sit down and have dinner together.
Yeah.
Kai's gonna kind of give them a synopsis of what I put there in the Discord chat about his transition into Divine Soul, and the fact that he is now in exile from his home. I don't think the Raven Queen will be sending any agents to look for me, since her ability to locate me has been blunted. But I just wanted to make you aware, just in case anyone should show up.
Okay, alright.
As you say the word exile, Fenza will put a hand over yours and just watch and just say, "How are you handling it?"
Well, I plan on getting good and drunk tonight. Ask me tomorrow.
You know, the Raven Queen might like to hear about all the cloak blizzard ghosts walking around. doing stuff at the behest of the whatchamacallit, Boreal.
Well, unfortunately, the Raven Queen was operating under her own agenda. I think she was trying to spark a civil war between the courts, and my unwillingness to play along with it has made me persona non grata. And if I try to contact her now, it may neutralize the cloaking that's been placed over me to protect my location.
Well, we could always kill someone and let them ask politely to give her regards.
Those are some beautiful maps, yeah.
I think Kai has taken some very decisive steps. At this point, it's all or nothing, is it not?
I'm in exile from my home. This world is mine now to make the best of it. There really is no going back. There is no standing in the way of the Raven Queen. The best I can do is just stand out of her vision.
Perhaps tonight we will get good and drunk together and talk about this a little bit more.
Excellent idea.
All right.
Hey, I'll even cash in myself and put in some shrimps in the stew, make it a jambalaya.
Oh, I love it.
All right, so you guys head back to the North Look. You guys have some drinks. You all have a good time. Gonna speed this up a bit.
May I? Oh, what? Someone just joined.
Who's that?
Funny, everything got dead quiet as soon as he hopped on.
Yeah. That was ominous. Oh, it's that one guy. Okay, I see. What's it called? Do Ace and Grohl intend to sleep tonight?
Roll definitely does. He
Okay.
needs to
Well,
heal his
yeah.
eyeball.
At the same time, I'm probably doing some weird shit,
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
like sleeping on the rooftop.
Do you guys have anything that you guys want to what's it called? To do in like the early stage of the night?
Oh crap! I forgot. I have cure wounds now.
Yeah, I'm feeling good too.
So would that help? Would that help bring Grohl back to his fighting weight quicker?
I mean, you guys will complete the full rest by tomorrow morning. So
Okay.
You could ease some of the pain while he sleeps, though, since you'll get the spells back anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think I only took like 1 point of damage though from the transfusion.
I just didn't.
Yeah. So
if it would
Grohl
be-
might
maybe
take that as
speed up
an
the-
insult, you know? Like, what, you want me to heal that paper cut?
I just
Yeah.
didn't know if it would help speed up the recovery time.
Yeah, so like instead of 7 days, Rin, like 4.
Sure. I'll allow the cure wounds to knock off 1d4 days off the recovery time.
Okay. Do you want to roll, Mike, or do you want me to?
Go ahead and roll.
You could even have my words of reassurance as well.
Oh, they'll take 5 days off right off the bat. Doctor's orders.
So yeah, three days off.
All right.
Cool.
So,
The reason why I asked was because could we possibly switch to a scene like later on in like the night, like as people are like going to bed and like the elves are still up?
okay.
Okay. So I imagine that like this is like quite a few drinks in, and Fenza is going to take out her special drow absinthe that she keeps for special occasions, and offer you a couple more drinks out of it.
You've been holding out on us.
Yeah, it's I'm interested to see how you feel about it. It's very smoky and it almost tastes like mushrooms.
Oh my god, it's her piss.
And she'll offer. It's probably like closer to like a like strange sort of like whiskey, that thing.
No, I like it.
So what was it like being so close to like your goddess,
Exhilarating, terrifying, wonderful, horrible. How do you describe standing in the wake of a tsunami? How do you describe standing in the eye of a hurricane? To be under her gaze and to feel the immensity of her power, and then to have to stand in defiance of that power is probably the most terrifying thing I will ever experience if I live another millennia.
Kai, and at this, she's probably gonna like tear up a little bit, and she's gonna say, "I don't really know. I grew up in a monastery, and Lolth and the Lolthites and the priestesses and all that stuff. It was like a boogeyman for probably the first 20 or so years of my life. And then I started meeting people who actually have scars from all that stuff, and it's like the boogeyman became real,
Yes. To be Shadar Kai is to serve the Raven Queen. If I do not exist in her service, what then does that make me?
Well, I think it makes you free, How old are you?
That is a great
18.
question, and I'm too drunk to remember.
18.
120.
I'm an elf.
I'm only 48, but we're both relatively young as far as things go, right? I mean, what this means is that you could have a whole new life ahead of you,
Well, let us see what we make of it, and let us start by ending the blight on this countryside.
I'm not the best with words, right, Kai? And I'm not the best at comforting people, but I can say this much, right? When I was training to be a priestess of Illustrae, right, I saw many exiles and refugees from the Underdark, and they were all scared, they were all confused, and they all got better over time. Okay?
Thank you. So let us find a way to kill this ice witch, and then find warmer climes. I hear there's some tombs in Chult worth exploring.
Chult is very, very far south.
Yes, no snow.
Perhaps I'll get you halfway there and show you water.
Heard of a great land called Florida to the south.
Yeah.
So Kai ends up drinking himself into a stupor. When you guys get up and wander down the next morning, he is just completely passed out on the table there where you left him.
Yeah. Fenza probably would have laid him down on his side, as is typical to do with drunk people.
And gave him a blanket too.
Blanket would be nice.
What's up?
And give him a blanket too.
Is Kai a blanket guy? Sure. She would know. She would know.
All right, and so it's the next morning. The rest of you wake up. You head downstairs. You see Kai snuggled up with a blanket. It's a side of him you never seen before.
Fenza will whisper to everyone. There he is, the big bad god slayer.
Grohl will walk over to Kai and pick him up and swaddle him in the blanket that's
I hope you guys don't die.
What's that?
I thought Kai had cold resistance.
No. I think I might be the only one left who does not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Kai, do you have absorb elements now?
I do not yet.
Not yet. Okay, shit.
It will be the next spell that I pick up as soon as I can figure out how to cast it.
Yeah. I would fucking love for like some evil fucking druid to like do Cone of Cold and have every single one of us be resistant to it.
Yeah. No, I only had I picked up Cure Wounds as part of Divine Soul, and then I only got to choose 2 spells, so I picked up Shield and Guiding Bolt, so I'd have something offensive.
Yeah, that's good.
So next level, I'll be picking up Absorb Elements.
Ren.
Yes.
So, a question: can I potentially I didn't use my dexterity, that I did raise by 2 on the ACI. Could I instead take Skill Expert?
Oh, you want to instead take a feat instead of a.
Instead of an ACI to dexterity, I'll take Skill Expert and put that into intelligence.
Okay, yeah. That's fine. I mean, we haven't done anything since the level up yet, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
And,
what I.
how does intelligence skill thing work again? I don't remember.
You get 1 skill. You can take extra skills equal to your intelligence modifier.
Extra skills. Can I can take a tool.
So if your modifier increases by 1, you can learn 1 new skill.
Yeah.
Or a
I'm
language.
Probably gonna take Tinker's
Or a
tool.
tool proficiency.
Well, who cares about languages? We got comprehend languages.
Some people want to be a Rosetta Stone, you know?
People die the same in every language.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are saddling up and heading out?
Anything else we want to do before we head out? I feel really bad about not doing something about this sacrifice, but at this point, I don't know what we can do.
Like I said,
I feel like here's the thing, right? Asha isn't here, and she would probably be the tiebreaker, right?
I think we shouldn't interfere with things that we have no control over.
Yeah. Like I feel like Asha would definitely like not really give that much a fuck. I feel like she'd just want to run away, you know?
Yeah, I think...
No offense to Asha as a character, but that's her type of vibe, you know?
I agree with you. I think in the moment that she would step up and, fight shoulder to shoulder with us. But to make a reasoned decision, I agree with you. I think she would make the decision not to interfere.
Yeah. And we could even say that dealing with the fact that they have to leave town was part of the elves' late night drink fest, you know?
Yeah.
Also, getting out of the town with the dragon lady seems like a really good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just sounds in my head right now. But alright,
Uh,
All right, so traveling. No.
To Revel's End.
Traveling to Revel's End. All right, so you travel. What's your traveling pace? Like, how many hours do you spend traveling and resting, roughly, per day? It's a 40-hour trip.
Also, we can try and go fast, which might like double or at least 50% increase. I don't remember. Travel.
Doubling the pace will increase it by half. Yeah.
Well, I don't know that we're under a hard time constraint. And doubling our speed may increase our odds of something bad happening.
Oh, I just want to get a rough idea how many days you're going to take to get there.
Yeah, I think something that could work is like normal pace for like the first half, right, and then fast pace for like the second half. Now that we don't have to worry about like longevity, you know.
Right.
35 miles, yeah.
So if we did 12 hours a day, we could do it in 3 days.
Hey, how are you seeing 35?
30, 35. It depends. If you take the roads.
I see 29 and a half.
Yeah, if you want to take the roads, it's 35.
Yeah, and what I will say is that the axe beak, right? The wagon is going to enable us to travel for longer periods of time. Like, it's kind of funny because even if like the axe beak gets tired, right? Grohl could
Pull the wagon.
Pull the card. Yeah.
All right, so you
Like,
said 10
dead
hours a
ass.
day?
Yeah. 10 sound good, everyone?
10 hours a day.
Mhm.
If you don't take the roads, you'll get there in 3 days.
That works. That works.
Okay, so while traveling, so your first day, you travel, heading in as straight of a line as you can. So you go past the town of Tourmaline, and then you continue on, and then the second day, you're heading around the Lonely Wood. Well, not the town, the Lonely Wood, but the forest, the Lonely Wood. And I will say, as you are exiting the Lonely Wood, and you're getting past, and it's about to close on your second day of traveling, 100 Acre Wood. You guys are traveling along a small frozen lake with some cliff sides, and then you, as you're traveling, you spot some characters up on the cliff. So, to give you a bit of a description, so you see a woman covered in pelts. She's flanked by 2 large, white-furred, beastly creatures, and next to her seems to be a humanoid ice sculpture. She stands kneeling before a large creature. Well, not so much large, but about Grohl size. A Grohl-sized creature that looks to be the visage of a snow owl wrapped in a cloak.
Did you say an owl?
Yes, a large humanoid-esque owl about your height, Grohl.
Hmm.
And you said that they're up on a bluff or something?
Yes. So that's the. So these are the. Wait, hold on. Here we go. So these are the. I'm on the wrong layer. These are the beastly, white fur beastly creatures. There's 2 of those.
Ooh.
Oh,
Trophy.
okay. That.
Oh boy.
And there's the woman covered in pelts, and she's kneeling before, like I mentioned, a owl. It looks like a humanoid form with an owl head, ram horns, covered in a cloak.
Okay.
They seem to be conversing.
Talking owls.
Do
I
they notice us?
No, not yet.
Fenza is going to look at the two figures, right? They are big, and they have like very prominent like faces and like horn structures. Can I recognize these things?
These?
Yeah.
Yes. Roll me a nature check. Nature or
All right.
nature or history.
This is your home turf, bro.
Yeah.
What I would give for everything to be religion. Okay. All right. There you go.
You would. Actually, I'll give it to you to the 9. That's pretty common. These are Yetis.
Okay. Okay. Yetis.
Well, do we want to continue on, or do we want to stop and deal with these things?
Actually, give me a perception check.
I'm gonna give you a perception check, or is it to Fenza?
Everybody
anyone who wants to.
I'm going to do it.
That's
Say,
a good job, Ace.
Damn.
Fabulous.
expertise and in
Damn, Groll.
Roll's eye is still healing.
Yeah, I remember. Well, all right. So anyone who rolled above a 12, you could tell that the ice sculpture is no ice sculpture. It is a person encased in ice. Yeah, imagine that guy, but he's completely frozen solid, encased in ice.
Okay. So given my like dark vision and my perception, can I see what they're doing roughly with a 16?
With a 16,
Yeah.
you can. So the woman is kneeling before the owl creature, almost as though humbly groveling, and she's making hand gestures as if she's offering this frozen person to her.
Okay.
Are you sharing that
Fenza-
information with the more oblivious among us?
Yeah. Fenza is sort of like whispering this in like the most like intimidating way possible, and she's just going to say, "It seems like they're all friends, and for this many things to be out here in the wasteland, I don't think they're going to be very hospitable."
Yeah, I don't trust anyone wearing absolutely fucking nothing in this weather. Well, I guess there's a reason he's a solid statue of ice.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But I
Also,
also like the idea of leaving them behind us as we travel on.
Does this person seem to be dead?
The one in the ice.
Yeah.
You would have to get closer and perform a medicine check for that one.
Okay. I think Fenza is going to like presume that it's like some sort of like dead body, you know, just because that's what would be like rational. And so she's gonna say, "I don't think there's much we could do. I mean, if they're just trying to eat a dead corpse, there's not much to be done. Like, we can't make the situation much better. I mean, maybe we could bring back the body, but I don't know if I'm down to risk my life to bury this guy, especially when the snow would do it nicely in time."
Well, you see the situation more clearly than I. Does it look like this woman is in distress, that she's in trouble against these creatures?
So, as you guys are conversing, if you pass the perception check, You would have noticed when the beak of the owl person begins to flap. Does she have a beak? Yeah, she does have a beak. Okay. And as it, you would notice that as it flaps, you all hear a loud, booming, echoey kind of voice. I shall take this offering. For now, it will suffice. However, I would require more of you. Those, and then she points a talon towards your group, off, like not even looking, just points off into that direction. Add those to my collection.
Fenza softly whispers, "It's
Well,
pointing, it's pointing. Go, go,
yeah,
go."
yeah. She said she wants us in her collection. Axbeak, please.
Like you all hear that.
Go in the opposite direction for the moment.
Now, before that, I will say, after she says that and points, a large creature swoops down from above the bluff, seemingly out of nowhere.
We're about to get Arcane out.
Oh, I put that in the wrong there. Lands
Oh,
right
yeah.
next to her, next to the owl person, and then in a flurry and a blizzard, like a small blizzard of a flurry, appears at her feet and at the feet of the statue. And for a brief moment, they're both perfectly obscured before reappearing on the back of this giant bird as it takes flight and leaves.
You would think an owl would be perfectly fucking capable of flying on her own, but
Okay.
I guess you live and learn.
Okay, well, Kai-
Fellas, we are about to get attacked by this.
yeah.
So you wanted to try to have the Axbeak turn around.
Yes, I think it's like a good idea to first get out of the fucking ice, get some distance from the ice itself.
Okay, I'll allow you guys to do this right now. So as you guys are doing that, the woman that was kneeling before the owl creature.
Would like to put a thingy up here, spike growth.
Yeah, each of these ledges is 15 feet, by the way.
Yeah.
And Kai slips out of the wagon and attempts to stealth.
As the woman yells down to you from the cliff 30 feet up. My ice queen, my lady, demands you to be added to her collection.
I'm gonna spit in her face.
Roll a dexterity. To see if you can get it that
No,
far.
No. That's a magical spit in the face.
Yeah, that would be impressive.
I did tell you that there was a thing I wanted to do, and it's reflavor or something called this. Almost a crit actually.
And you're flinging it at her.
No, I'm not flinging. That's what I like the spit. I just reflavored magic stone as a spit. Like I wanted to use some more water elemental stuff.
Okay. But you are aiming it at her though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's her armor class? 13, that hits.
That's an overkill there.
-8. Alright, so as you clock her, like you spit at her with your, and it kind of like makes her fall back a bit. And then she noticeably gets very frustrated and she yells to the two Yetis, Freya, Rhea, bring me their heads.
Very fucking original. I'm gonna scream at her.
As the two Yetis turn to her and they answer, yes, my lady. Roll initiative. Got to the combat encounter.
Fenza is just going to yell, We're armed. This isn't going to end well for you.
My god, I'm rolling so low today. Guys, this is not gonna end well.
Oh, how bad is it?
I rolled an 8 for initiative.
Our
So the-
tank goes
The
last.
Yetis will share an initiative. Did I clear out the last one? Oh no, I didn't have it up. I'm sorry. Wait. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Don't worry, Grohl, I'll tank for you.
Oh, good.
That'll end well.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Kai, Ace, Grohl, Fenza. Yep, that's everyone.
Okay.
You know, actually, the Yetis will not share an initiative. Okay.
Hey, look at that.
Okay. So, sorry, I'm looking at some stuff. Okay.
Fenza, you're at the top.
Yeah, okay. So this stuff here, right? This is 15 feet each, right?
Yep, each ledge is 15 feet.
Okay. So it says 50 feet, but it's probably closer to 80 feet. Like when I do my ruler.
A squared
I'm
plus
just,
B squared equals C squared.
Yeah. So it's going to be even large. Okay.
No, it should
Either
still
way,
be 50 feet. 50 feet out and then 15 feet up.
yeah.
30 feet up. I meant.
Fenza is going to take a couple of steps back just to make sure that she's within the shadows. And I imagine that the camera sort of zooms in on her elven pupil, sort of dilating, as I fire a shot with elven accuracy.
All right.
With the short bow.
And
okay.
You're aiming at.
Let's see. I feel like the woman might have some sort of ranged abilities, like Yeti, ice trolls, whatever the fuck we can run away from or slow down, you know? So this is going to be 3 rolls. That's going to be 10 damage.
Okie dokie.
Alright, and that's going to be it for now.
You got the ruler. All right. And that's your turn?
Yes.
Justice Kaizel Riza. Shadar Kai. Your turn.
Okay. Well, seeing Grohl being a little bit slow to respond, Kai's going to move up here and strike at the Yeti straight ahead with Agonizing Blast.
Okay.
Now, Elven Accuracy only works when you have advantage, and I do not.
Oh, I thought. Wait, that's Elven Accuracy? I thought it was with the Dex rolls.
You gain the following benefits whenever you have advantage on an attack roll using Dexterity, Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma. You can re-roll one of the dice once.
All right, you're good. Yep.
So when you have advantage, it gives you super advantage.
Super advantage. All right, go right ahead.
14 for 5 on this guy.
14 will hit for 5 force damage on Freya. Anything else?
That'll be 14 for 9 because it did not apply my charisma for some reason.
Oh, agonizing. Okay, I thought it was built into it. Okay, so that's another 4. So the 4 damage, right? For a total.
It'll be 9 damage total.
All right, gotcha. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's all I've got right now.
All right. It is now Freya's turn, the one you just hit. Freya will. What's the movement? 40 feet and 40 feet climbing. Okay. So Freya will look at her twin and say, Rhea, deal with that one. The others are mine. And she's going to climb down the 15 feet. Wait. Why'd she do that? It would be faster to do this, yeah. Wait. 25 to get here, and then 15. Yep. Just right here. And she's gonna make a swipe at the axe beak.
No.
23.
Why am I all of a sudden seeing images of Hoth and the Wampa monster?
For 9 slashing and 6 cold for a total of 15 damage.
Poor little axe beak.
It resists the cold because he's my friend.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they are resistant. Yep. So that's 3. Okay. Cold damage. So bump that back up a bit. All right. So that's going to be its turn. Ace, you're up.
I'm not taking it well. Not gonna let the fucking. Actually, I will because focus fire. So I'm just gonna like step out. I think. I think you can still see her. And I'm gonna. I forgot what level 2 spells.
I will allow you guys
got.
to command the axe beak as an action, if you really want to save it.
Axe speak, please. I'm thinking right now. I do be having the what you may call it, the fucking moonbeam. Probably not now. I'm just gonna try and do like try and eradicate the frost druid right now. Bonus action archer, and before that I'm gonna try guiding bolt her. Hey, that probably hits.
17 hits. Yep, for 14 radiant. She, in the next
Hey,
attack
that
adventure,
hits.
has advantage for 24. For another 9.
I'm gonna yell to the axe beak, run buddy, disengage and run, and I'm gonna get some distance too. Fuck those guys.
Okay. Which direction do you want to move it in? Or do you not have control of the token?
I don't have control of its token.
Okay, so which direction do you want it to run to?
Possibly this.
Straight back, okay. It's going to use all its movement to run right away, disengage and run all the way. Alright,
Those
and
guys do be having range, I think.
Yeti, wait, nothing else, Ace, right?
Yeah, I'm just looking at them.
Okay, it is now Rhea's turn. Rhea is going to charge at you, Kai. 40 feet. Get right there. And it's going to go ahead and look at you with its chilling gaze. You will now make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
Please.
You succeed.
I look at him and curl a lip and say, is that the best you've got?
As it looks back at you, I shall feast on your entrails. As it goes over to this person, the lady's turn, she is going to go ahead and cast. She's going to open up big here. "20-foot radius, 40-foot high." Okay. Someone do me a favor. I'm gonna draw out a circle here, and can you? Well, I'm gonna draw out a line. Can you make a circle that fits this line for me? I'll do it over here actually.
This. Wait, no, it's blue. It's not gonna be seen on this background all that well.
Work for you?
Perfect. Thank you. So she's going to cast a spell centered right here, and it is going to be Ice Storm.
Agspeak, no!
No, don't worry. The X-Speak's not actually in range. That's just the edge of the map. So everybody within that range, which will be Kai, Groll, and Fenza, will have to make a DC 14 Dex save.
I have advantage on dex saves. They have danger sense.
Yep. Alright, succeeding the DC, you will take half damage from both
What does
sources.
full damage look like?
Say again? Oh, the bludgeoning damage? Or
It's the
Take 21.
I'm sorry, what are you asking?
I was just asking what damage I take there. Because I take full damage. I take 21 total.
Yes, oh, and you're not resistant either, right?
No.
Okay, yeah, then that's, yeah, you take the full damage of 21. If you're resistant to cold, you take half the cold damage. If you succeed at the save, then you take half of that as well. Double half for a quarter. Did you shoot the druid? I need maths. So let's see here. Groll, you're resistant to cold.
Yep.
And you succeeded, so you take 4 bludgeoning, and then 6, and then 3 cold.
Okay.
4 bludgeoning, 3 cold for 7 damage total. You haven't had your turn yet, so you're not raging.
Right.
Right. Fenza succeeded, correct? Yes, Fenza succeeded and takes the same amount of damage, 7 total. And that's going to be her turn as it goes over the Groll.
Okay. He is going to rage and whoops, I'm still on the roller. And attack recklessly. And with Great Weapon Master. Please.
Come on, Groll.
Cooperate.
You can do it. It's almost out.
Yay!
22 will hit.
And
Whew. All right, so that's nice macro. Is that a macro?
no, it's I'm rolling for my D&D Beyond sheet.
Oh, okay. That's helpful.
Yeah.
You didn't use the fire flinch, right?
Oh shit! Yeah,
You
you're
did.
right. Thank you, Bushy.
Oh, you wanted
Extra D8. No, I did say at the beginning that I would lit my thing on fire.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's in the chat. I promise. It's there.
Okay.
So 27 total,
27 total.
and it's fire damage. I don't know if they're.
They are not vulnerable to fire.
Damn it.
You would think so, right?
Yeah.
As it goes back to the top of the initial door with Fenza. Big, meaty hit.
A very solid schwank.
Oh, Rin, so anybody that this Yeti that I attacked, anyone that they target other than me, they have disadvantage on their attacks.
No. They have. Well, I'll just put this in chat. So they're not vulnerable to fire, but they do have that.
No. It's this.
Yeah, I know. They have disadvantage attacking anyone but you, but because you hit it
Right.
with fire, they have disadvantage on all attacks anyway.
Oh, okay. All right, good.
So they still have this. They still have disadvantage against you anyway.
All right, good.
Yeah. All right. Is Dante there? Fenza?
Uh-oh. And gone.
Maybe his phone died.
Oh, maybe that's what. Oh no, he's back.
Okay. All right. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'm going to flirt. Start rolling a lot of 20. This is going to be your strike and 2 arm strikes. All right. That's going to be a.
Are you dumpstering?
25, what?
I see. All right. So how many attacks? All right. So whoa. How many attacks are you doing?
So that's 3 attacks and.
Okay. So 1 attack, flurry of blows. That's 2 extra attacks, and then what? And then unarmed attack, and then another flurry of blows.
That's with advantage, right? Yeah. So that's 3 strikes. And then I roll 3 times each because of elven accuracy.
Oh, okay. That's what. Okay, so it's 3 attacks. With
Yes.
with
Yes.
advantage. Okay, gotcha
Yeah.
now. Gotcha. All right.
Yeah. Sorry.
That was
Sorry.
very confusing
So
in chat.
25, a 17, and a 14.
Yes, they all hit.
Okay. All right. That's
6 and
going to
5.
be 19 damage.
On this one? The same one?
Yes.
Alright.
On this guy. On this guy here.
All right, how do you do it?
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. So.
2 times
okay.
Fenza is still in a kill.
I'm sorry. Okay. So she's going to dash forward and thrust her blade into its knee, and then kick its other knee, so as to get it down onto the ground, and then just spin around and just do like a literal magical spinning elbow right onto the side of its head, and it's going to be dead.
Damn.
Okay. And that's going to be then the end of my turn.
And then it goes over to Justice Kaizel. Or is it just Kaizel now?
It would just be Kaizel now. He's he lost his title, and he's like really, really hurting. So I'm going to take a chance here and attack instead of healing myself. So I'm going to hit this guy in front of me with a level 2 guiding bolt.
Level 2 guiding bolt. The one right in front of
18
you? The Yeti, right?
Yes.
All right. 18 hits, yes. So,
For 11 points of damage.
oh, I'm sorry.
It doesn't scale well, the guiding bolt.
Well, it also doesn't help that I rolled a 1 for damage.
And a 2.
That doesn't help very much.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry. Anything else?
I rolled 2 1s. That just really sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull back here.
Can Asha do a fireball? Or I mean, sorry, do a firebolt?
Ash is not here. She's magically disappeared and no one knows.
She's passed out in the back of the wagon because she drank too much.
This is why I tell you guys to run roll when I can't make it.
Alright, okay.
Alright, then it goes to the Yeti's turn, as the Yeti will go ahead and... Ace, odds or evens?
That Yeti is dead.
Yes.
The other Yeti.
The other Yeti is a 10.
Oh, wow, you're right, my bad. Got messed up. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. 12. Ace, your turn.
I'm going.
I'll just take him out the initiative order.
I softened him up for you.
I'd have to.
Yeah,
do a bit
softened.
of would be enough. I think. Bone apple tea defensive.
Bone apple tea.
I'm gonna do the old reliable. That misses.
Yes, it would.
Hey, that also misses. Lovely. Love to see it. Well, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Okay. Now it's the living Yeti's turn. Whew. Okay. So, the living Yeti is going to go ahead and... Yeah,
Come at me,
where was
bro.
it? Odds or evens? Ace.
Odds.
Alright, so it is going to charge directly at you. And it's going to make 2 attacks at you with its claws. 12 and 16.
Misses.
It's frustrated now. And then it goes to the Druid's turn. The Druid's going to go ahead and look at you all and say, "Feel the everlasting sting of my Lady Oriel's winter." And she's gonna cast Sleet Storm in that same area.
Don't you fucking dare harming my boy Axbeak.
So, dexterity saves. Did I click that right? No, I did. Dexterity saves, please. DC 14.
Oh no.
And Kai? Kai meets it. Alright.
Yep.
So, the area is heavily obscured and exposed flames in the area are doused. Sorry. Your axe is no longer on fire.
Yep.
When a creature enters the spell area for the first time. So, Brola, you are now prone.
Mm-hmm.
Kai is good. Yep. And that's her turn. Grohl, your turn.
Okay.
Half movement to stand.
Rolls. Yeah. He's going to stand, and then make his way over. Whoops. So it's. I can go 15 feet then. Why is the grid all? Oh, I see. There's two different grids.
Yeah, there's a grid that came with the map.
Let me just make sure that was 15 feet then. Oh, that's only 10. Oops. Oh my god, the grid lines are throwing
Okay,
me off.
I'll help you out. I'll help you out, Nico. So when you have your token selected, when you're moving it, you can right click and it makes the waypoints, like the ruler tool.
When I have my token selected, I can right click. Wait.
Like as you're click as you're dragging your token, before you let go, you can right click and it leaves a waypoint trail.
Oh,
like the ruler.
that's much help. Yeah, okay, all right. Thank you. Yeah, that's helpful. Okay, so that's 15 feet. He's going to throw his hand axe at this Yeti.
All right.
As his great axe was doused. Oh no, I can't do an action because I stood up.
No, standing up is not an action, just half movement.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm still raging. Let me. Gotta make sure Great Weapon Master is turned off. Okay. Oh my god.
That will miss.
I'm assuming an 8 miss. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's the end of his turn.
Alright, then it goes back to Fenza. So this area where the circle is heavily obscured, so people inside of it are considered to have cover. Also, it is difficult terrain.
Okay. All right.
Oh, no, it's not difficult terrain. Never mind. I was kind of mixing up with a spell. Heavily obscured. And when you enter the area, you have to make a dex save or fall prone.
Okay. So let's see. Fenza is going to activate Step of the Wind.
All right.
To speed up here, and that's going to increase my speed to 80 and my jump height, like my jump and reach level to 15, right?
Oh, you're going for her.
oh yes. So as this thing falls, I want to run up its body onto this, loop around over here. And just sort of like a speeding car, just slam into her, lunging rapier first.
Oh, okay. And do you also want to try to knock her off the edge?
I don't really know if I can.
You can make because unless that was a bonus action, then you should still have a bonus action to shove, or no?
Step of the Wind is a bonus action.
Okay, then you can't. All right.
Oh, doesn't it take an action to shove? Is that like a house roll you do?
No, isn't shoving just normally a bonus action?
No.
No,
Usually
shoving an action.
It's an action.
Or an attack.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shoving is an attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If you have multi-attack, you can attack and then shove. But anyway,
Damn
that's
you,
a 17.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Confusing me.
All right. Yeah, and so that's going to be 12 damage.
Alrighty, that's a decent amount.
As she just skewers her and just yells, "Shut the fuck up!"
Okay, she needs to make a con save. She succeeds. So she maintains her concentration.
Okay. All right, and that's the end of my turn.
Kai, you're up.
Okay, y'all ready for this? I am going to use Blessing of the Raven Queen
Uh-huh.
to teleport. It's a bonus action.
Uh-huh.
To teleport 30 feet,
Yeah.
which is going to put me... try that again, which is going to put me on the edge here. Then I'm going to use my move to move up here, and then I'm going to use lightning lure to try to pull her off of the bluff. And in addition to taking lightning damage, she will take fall damage.
Okay. So is there a save for lightning lure, or is it just an attack action?
I believe it's a dex save. Let me pull it up.
Quickly, Mike.
You could use
What's it
Eldritch
called?
Blast.
Can you pull people? Yeah. Can you don't you have the pulling cantrip?
I do not.
Yeah, that's Eldritch Grasp, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
The
I
invocation?
do.
Yeah.
The invocation
Yeah.
is
So
Eldritch
you
Grasp.
get that, and that I deal more damage.
You are correct.
Just watching your back, homie.
I appreciate that.
She got
So
dodged.
yeah, so if you'll let me rewind on that, I
Sure.
would do Grasp of Hadar instead.
Oh, Grasp of Hadar. Oh, okay.
YouTube rewind.
YouTube.
So that's 20 for 9 points of damage.
All
You do
right.
have Agonizing Blast too.
Crap. All right, I gotta fix that one because that should have been already in there. So that's 20 for 13 points of damage, plus 15 feet of fall damage.
Uh-huh. So that's 9 plus a D10.
Oh my god!
As she falls off the bluff and lands down into the... I'll say it's not entirely all soft snow. She lies there, motionless.
Imagine that it's like this sort of tendril, and Kai fucking skewers her, swings her poor body around and just slams her neck first, you know?
Yeah, well, in keeping with Fenza's telling her to shut up, when that tendril lashes out and grabs a hold of her, it pierces right through her neck.
Oh,
Kinky. Damn, that's a way to kill someone. Well, anything else?
I've used my bonus action, all my movement, and my action, so I am done.
No witty one-liner?
What's that?
No witty one-liner?
going for
No, I'm actually down to 7 hit points of damage. I don't have it in me right now.
Okay. Alright, then it goes over to Ace then.
Well, unfortunately, there is no more heavily obscured shit.
There is
so
not.
I can't just walk away from an opportunity attack unpunished. So I would have to take it. Otherwise, I'd have a disadvantage on this, and I don't want it.
So you're not disengaging?
No, I'm gonna take it.
Okie dokie, here's a swipe. It misses with an 8.
Calculated.
Calculated.
I still got a bit of this stuff in me. I would assume Archer doesn't hit.
The archer does hit, yes.
Oh yeah.
Armor class 12.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
For 11 and 8 damage. Okay. Right. Alright, as this Yeti cries out, Master!
You're not more worried about the potential sibling over here. Sibling?
Are you saying it to them?
Yes.
But my master, no. I'll eat your entrails!
Have to hit me first.
Kind of one-trick ponies, these Yetis.
As it's now the Yeti's turn, as it's going to run over to you, Groll, and it's going to try to make some attacks at you. 2 swipes.
Mm-hmm.
21 and 11. So I'm pretty sure the 21 hits.
The 21 hits, yeah.
Or 7-4, both reduced because you're raging.
Yep. Right.
And alright, so help me out here. So the slashing damage gets reduced by half because of your rage, so that brings it down to a 3. The cold damage gets reduced by half because of your cold resistance, that makes it a 2, correct? Alright.
Right.
6 damage.
So 5 damage.
Wait, 3 and 2.
6 damage.
3 and 2. 3 and 2. Yeah, 5. I can do
5.
math. I can do math, I promise. I passed calculus in college. And that's the Eddie's turn. She's dead. Roll, you're up.
Okay, it's gonna come right back at this thing with its great axe, and he's going to reckless again and try to great weapon master.
Or minus 1, 3 quick maths.
We got
Roll. The 21 definitely hits. 12 slashing. Plus 2 from the rage. Plus 10 from the great weapon master. Plus how do you want to do it?
So he gets his footing on the ice and raises his axe over his head and just slams it right into the chest of this Yeti and brings it all the way down to his groin, tearing it right in half.
Ooh.
Oh, Macbeth, you unseamed him from knave to chops.
Yes.
So that's a female deity.
Any witty one-liners?
I'll let Mike take it if he has one. That's not my forte.
I think it's just screaming, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about feast on your own entrails?
There you go.
There you go. Here,
Did you just spill them all over the ice?
This is Grohl's one-liner.
Ah. Okay. And that will conclude the combat. Yikes.
Okay, before we do anything else, I am going to use my second level 2 warlock slot to cast Cure Wounds on myself. Is anybody else hurting?
Yeah, I could use some pick me up.
That gives me back 18, which brings me pretty close.
Yanked her off a foot drop. They heard deaf.
Axe beak. Don't forget about the axe beak.
Saunters on back, limping.
Oh, yeah,
I,
heal the axe beak. Don't worry about Grohl.
Yeah, I like the idea that like Fenza like jumps off of like the like cliff to like try and like attend to your like wounds, and by the like time she floats down with a slow fall, you're like already good to go, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be my patron's new gift. And then 8 points on the axe beak.
Yep, I got it.
How is it looking for health?
It is looking almost good as new.
Good.
It nearly died.
It was
Can,
so close.
can Grohl harvest any trophies from these Yetis?
Give me a survival check.
Yes.
The trophy hunter.
Gonna give you guidance.
Ooh, don't even need it.
Nat 20.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah. All right. So, you can get anything you want: pelts, teeth, horns.
Okay, he definitely wants the teeth. He definitely wants the horns. He would like at least one claw, like
Alright.
a whole hand, you know.
All right.
And if he can take any of the fur.
Is the fur not part of the pelt? Are they not a
Did I
package
say
deal?
pelt?
Yeah, you said pelt.
I did?
Yeah.
I said horns, teeth, one claw. Yeah, okay, and pelt.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna loot this body.
Alright, so on the body of this frost druid, you find a ice sickle, 3 gold pieces, and the bear pelt that she was wearing.
Bear pelt.
He just perks up when he hears pelt.
Well, bear specifically. That's like his thing.
So there was an icicle, a bear belt, obviously.
Oh, an ice sickle.
Icicle.
Yeah.
What did it do?
You mean like scythe sickle, kind of?
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
So I know that Asha was not available for combat, but can we get her to cast detect magic on any of this stuff from the druid?
I mean, I can.
There you go, that's the ice sickle.
Yeah, I have detect magic.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. They'll say, "Oh, what happened, guys? I heard like there was a fight." That's my Asha voice when she's not here.
How many teeth do we think Yeti have?
Let's take a look at the picture a bit closely.
Not a lot, actually.
More than
I can
10,
see-
less
I can
than
see
15.
4. I
Okay,
can
I'll just go.
see,
I'll just go for the fangs then, the large, canine.
Okay, the 4
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
3, 4, 4.
So we'll
That's,
go with
that's
8
what you can see
Yeti
on the
teeth.
picture.
Okay. I get both pelts.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Anything else?
Let's see. Are their claws still cold?
Yeah.
Because they dealt cold damage.
Wait. Wait. The paws of the Yeti.
Yeah.
Yes, they are kind of perpetually cold.
Okay. Can we take some of those claws if they're magical?
I took one already.
What if we took them all?
You want
Yeah,
all? You want all?
I would suggest take all of them. If nothing else, we may be able to trade them
Okay.
The
back at
backpack.
Brinchander.
Take the claw, put it on a stick, and now you have a new weapon.
Yep.
A
A
Yeah,
pole
see-
arm?
pole. Pole.
Is it a pole arm?
I was gonna say a +1 back scratcher, but pole arm is so.
You know, we can take the meat too. We'll put for
Save it for the axe beak.
save it for fucking crack cats.
Or, yeah, that too.
Can make
Um,
bone broth out of them too.
This isn't about trophies, Fred. It's about magical resources.
So, Fenza, can you redirect your magical sight there to the bear skin that the frost druid was wearing?
I think that was Ace.
Also, yeah,
you
I
mean-
gave the belt to Growl.
Yeah. Is it magic, Ren?
Her pelt, no.
I've got detect magic.
Yeah, your detect magic would reveal nothing.
That's it. Icicle is a magical thing.
Yes,
either.
that's the magic thing.
But the pelt is not.
The pelt is
What
just
was
normal
what
bear
was the
pelt.
second thing she got? I think.
3 gold pieces.
Ooh, I'm gonna pocket that. I need funds.
As you're sort of sorting through the like dead body of this woman, what's it called? Fenza is going to stand up and look at you and say, Ace, drag that one over here. She burns with the rest of them.
All right, I'm gonna like grab her by the neck. Well, not the neck, the hair.
As
Yeah, the neck.
undignified as possible.
Yeah. I'll try to throw it, but the head kind of stays in the head while the rest of the body flops down. I'm gonna look at this and I'm gonna throw the head down too.
Is Ace like horrified by all of this?
No.
Asha would be. Asha would be blowing chunks right now.
All right. So, anything else before we wrap up for the night? Well, for the session.
Does can Girl recover his hand axe that he threw?
Yes, he may. It
Okay.
did miss after all.
Right.
It would make sense that the icicle is a potential druid focus. Considering that a druid was wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need it though. So if Fenza wants it, I can give it to Fenza.
A
Interesting question, Rin.
Yes,
That icicle is a weapon, right?
It
You
is a
got
weapon.
1d4 slashing plus 2d4 cold.
yes, it is a weapon.
What would be the effect if I used Green Flame Blade while wielding the icicle?
It melts.
You would know a lot of
It melts. That would be the effect.
Would it like rip
Wouldn't it be an
open?
oxymoron or something?
It's actually made out of ice.
Just one would negate the other.
Who's talking?
I am Rin's friend, Adel.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
So, would it like rip open a rift in the space-time continuum, or would I just do fire and cold damage at the same time?
Fenza, don't give it to Guy, please.
You would not know.
That's why you take Booming Blade!
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
I got nothing.
What?
I
Hello?
Nah.
What?
I'm just happy to still be alive after that. I was one hit away from going down.
Yeah,
Oh
you'll be
shit.
fine. I didn't take any damage, as always.
Yeah, well, I stood there and took that spell on the chin. I took full force. I failed my saving throw and don't have cold resistance. I took every bit of that.
Also, what does it? It was like 21 damage, I think,
Uh-huh.
and that would be below my health.
I wouldn't be surprised because you're a warlock, right? That's like most of, like, I only have like 29.
I have
Huh?
28.
I have
Yeah.
46.
Oh, all right, guys. Well, if you need anything else, I will. Oh, I forgot to give you guys the money from your working during your between the last session. I forgot about that. I will send you guys that in Discord. I have to go bowling.
All right, guys.
Okay.
See ya.
All right.
Have a good week, everyone.
You too.
All right. Take care.
All
Everybody.
right, bye.